Hello, hello. Good evening. It's 11:11, and I decided to go live to talk about crystals. And if you follow me, you might also follow my dear friend Maddie Wheeler of the Sage Ranch. Um, I think she calls herself a COE, Chief of Everything. Well, I just wanted to start adding some content in this group and hopefully bringing some value to the fifth dimension because I'm truly enjoying this new endeavor that I have stepped out into, doing energy healing and becoming a Reiki master and just serving clients in a deep and intimate spiritual way. So with that being said, I know crystals, if you've come into contact with crystals, you just love them, right? They can be addictive like freaking tattoos. But I want to dispel any of the spookiness or woo-woo-ness or just dispel some things about crystals, crystal work, crystal healing, and things of that nature. So hopefully, as you start to come on in, you will find this particular live of some help to you this evening. Hi, Bryce. Hey. So, what are you doing? Yeah. Again? Okay, so if you happen to stumble across this video, hello, thank you for joining. I hope you were able to rock with us tonight. We're going to be talking about Labradorite. Yes, and dispelling some myths about crystals. So, as you are coming in, the way this is set up, I really can't see you unless you say hi, throw up a heart, make a comment or something. Feel free to do that and let me know that you're here. I'm not going to belabor it because I know it is late and some people may not see this until tomorrow. Oh my God. I'm always messing with my hair when I'm doing. Anyway. Okay, so Labradorite. Let's dispel any myths. First of all, crystals are of the earth. We understand that crystals are a naturally occurring substance from the earth and considered to be God's creation, right? And the thing that is so awesome about crystals is that, like, if you were in college, you may have studied geology. And geology is a study of rocks and minerals and things of that nature. So there's a whole study dedicated to rocks and crystals and things. I remember taking a class and I was so enamored by it. And then I also took astronomy, the study of the stars and the cosmos. So there's no coincidence that these things, these teachings are already in place. Now, whoever decided to make, crystals and crystal healing and things of this nature something that is dark, demonic, or negative, may God have mercy on that. But to be honest with you, there's just nothing to any of that. It's no different than, if you are of the Christian faith, you may wear a cross. If you are an Ashkenaz, you may wear the Star of David. If you're Catholic, you may wear a Saint Christopher or a medal pertaining to a particular saint or something of that nature. So the difference is none of those things have any type of, like, in and of themselves, just in the rocks themselves, but in and of themselves, the value comes in when you are mixing it with faith. Hey, Tessa, thank you for joining. Hey, Rebecca, thank you. Thank you for joining. We're talking about crystals, and specifically tonight, we're going to talk about Labradorite. And I'm wanting to dispel some of the myths and say hello to Pharaoh. He just had to be all up in the business. I want to dispel some of the myths about crystals, crystal healing, and things of that nature. He see these hearts, and he's like, "What is going on his phone?" Pharaoh, you can come play later. Go play with your toys. So anyway, without further ado, hey Alyssa Lynn, thank you for joining. So we're going to talk about I would want to do it in here where my cat is and he in here turning up. But I'm just going to get going. If you guys have questions, please feel free to put them in the comments so that I can address your questions or comments. But I started off by saying I wanted to dispel some of the concerns or myths or drama around crystals and the interesting crystals or crystal healing or anything of that nature. And I was just talking about, to the spiritual person, crystals are no different than someone that dons a cross or a St. Christopher medal or the rosary, right? Everyone has their point of contact or their tools or their artifacts or trinkets or whatever you want to call them, as it relates to their faith. Me coming from a Christian background, I'm able to relate to all of it. So I'm not the least bit of I was intrigued by crystals and minerals and all that when I took geology in college. So it's just no surprise that I have a total fascination, for them now. Understanding that they do carry different vibrations, understanding that these crystals do have certain properties and can aid you through meditation and through prayer, and they're just magnificent things. So before I get started, I actually have this beautiful deck. It's called the Mystic Rebel. And this card deck, I love it a lot. It's the Mystic Rebel Crystal Deck, and it's created by, she's called the Mare Hipsy, and you can find her on Instagram. And the Mystic Rebel Crystal Deck is a 45-card oracle deck, and is designed to help you hear the wise whispers of Earth's messengers, the crystals. They're from the Earth. Be warned, though, these aren't your mama's oracle cards. Made with tender love and care, these are dedicated to the rock-loving witchy sisters and badass mystic chicks here to rock the world through their intuitive senses. For beginners or advanced prophetesses alike, these cards will enable you to tap more deeply into your intuitive gifts and provide a tool for you to experience a connection and a connected dialogue with your guides. Crystals are creations of spirit, endowed with their own abilities to heal, guide, and support us in our life's journey towards fulfillment and joy. Each card holds a message delicately delivered from the stone soul, solidified in the ancient layers in its composition, to help you discover and claim your most blessed and abundant life. This deck also features divine channeled affirmations to move you through indecision and into action with breathtaking custom watercolor artwork. These cards do not only beguile the eyes, they're embedded with the healing power and energy of the stones they represent. Now, what does all that mean? Basically, the creator of this deck, she set intentions for this deck when she created it. It's kind of like when I wrote my book. When I wrote my book, I had a prayer that whoever read it, that they wouldn't walk away from my book the way they came, that it would somehow enrich and bless their lives. That is what the creator of these cards has done. When we talk about cards, oracle readings, and tarot and things of that nature, it's not about the cards in and of themselves. We are able to communicate, intuitively through any means, through books, through newspapers. You can hear a song and it speaks to you. So really everything around you has the ability to speak to you. And when you're looking for clarity and guidance, direction, even confirmation from things that you feel intuitively you have heard from spirit, consulting someone who is gifted in that area can actually help you get the clarity that you're seeking. And I'll just be completely honest with you. I tripped, slipped, and stumbled into this gift. I had no idea. I mean, I've always been intuitive. I've always been what you call a good judge of character. But based on, the Christian principles and the legalism that was attached to that, there were so many things that we were taught were taboo. So, I didn't even entertain them. I didn't look into them. I didn't know anything about them. I didn't prejudge, though, and I'm grateful and thankful for that, because according to the word, it says, judge nothing before it's time, and judge not lest you be judged. So a lot of times people fear what they don't understand. And he just over here knocking stuff down. But yes, so I did find out, that I was able to work in this area, and so I just took a liking to it. So the card I pulled for us today, of course, corresponds to the stone that I'm going to share with you, Labradorite. This is what the cards look like. Isn't that beautiful? And this is the back of it. All right, so Labradorite. And this is going to be a general card reading. So anyone who happens to be on here with me now, watching this is for you. There is a message here for you. Cha-ching! Changes are upon you. And Labradorite is here to help you navigate this new terrain. Change is hard, just like walking into a long, lightless tunnel. It can be scary and a clumsy process, full of slips, falls, and creepy critters you can't make out in the dark. The thing that makes it so worthwhile is the knowledge that there is something better on the other side, and that you are steadily making your way to it. Labradorite has been sent as a sign that you are walking the right path. I'm glad you're listening or listening. You're walking the right path, and you're headed toward the light. You yourself are embarking on a period of transformation in which you're elevating to new levels of awesome. Your guides send the supportive presence of Labradorite to help you feel ready and willing to embrace the new you and feel confident in what you're shedding as you walk through the figurative tunnel and into the luminance of new beginnings. So basically, if you are here and you are watching this at this time, just to show you how the cards don't lie, spirit don't lie. If you own here, I guarantee you that you are right now in this moment dealing with change, some type of change. It could be your employment. It could be a relationship. It could be your spiritual life. It could be anything that is creating a change in your life. Now, you could say, well, everybody's going through change. Of course they are. But if you're on here and you're listening, this resonates with you because of a specific challenge or a specific change that you're going through. And so this is just confirmation that, the change is going to be positive for you. It's a necessary change. Just be willing to embrace it. A lot of times we stay stuck in certain situations that are toxic and no longer resonate with us simply because we are afraid of change and we don't know what's on the other side, right? And so, y'all didn't need to see. Pharaoh, you just, you can turn this way, but don't be showing your little booty. They don't want to see all that. Oh my God. Damn, go play with your toys. Okay, so I'm glad this is resonating with you, Rebecca. Yes. And that's usually how it works. So what I was saying is about this change. Many of us are experiencing change. I don't know, this light has, I know I look like I'm kind of glowing and everything, but okay. All right. Okay, so change is good no matter what. And sometimes even in the uncertainty, you just have to walk through it to get through it. Sometimes change has to happen, even if it's something that we're kind of unsure about, just to get you out of the rut. It may not, that what you walk into or what you do may not even necessarily be that thing, but it will get you out of the rut and what you're in now. I hope this makes sense. So you got to keep walking through. And it's about walking through the fire and not getting burnt. We don't want his, Everyone say hello to Pharaoh. Okay. All right. Now, so your action step is to embrace and align with the energy of change by practicing small, subtle changes in your everyday life. Try a new coffee place on your way to work. Mix and match your wardrobe in a different way. Or add 5 minutes for a healthy habit into your morning routine. Start small and show yourself that change is good. Your affirmation for Labradorite: I embrace change and transformation. I know that I am safe and that the changes I endure or am led to make are always in my highest good. And this is going to help to uplift and promote your root chakra. So that is the card I pulled for Labradorite. Now, I will share with you, recently I had an energy healing session with a beautiful, beautiful soul. And when you want to talk about change, let me tell you that, yeah, just the preparation for it, all the things that happened leading up to it, it was totally out of my comfort zone. It just, first of all, I normally wear white. And, rarely do I wear black, but mostly I wear white or, just white. But I used to wear black all the time. And then I understood, that white helps to repel, it doesn't absorb. Black absorbs. And being an empath, it just made so much freaking sense. I was wearing black all the damn time, and I'm an empath. Oh my God, that was a recipe for disaster. So I started wearing white. And white also, it was helping me to reflect, light for my clients, but it was also even as a protection for yourself so that you do not absorb the negative energies that you might be dealing with in a session. So on this particular session, when I talk about change, I was led to wear a beautiful, bright, sunny yellow dress, and then like a denim shirt over it, and gold jewelry, which I normally wear. I wear white, gold, and silver all the time. I stopped wearing, yellow gold some time ago because my skin started to break out. And when I switched to white gold or silver or platinum, it didn't break out anymore. But y'all know I used to have these horrible skin issues, but I can wear gold now. But that was a change for me. First of all, I don't wear dresses. I don't wear colors. I don't wear gold. It was change, but Spirit was leading me in that direction. So I did it. I was obedient. And guess what? It was a blessing to my client. Everything that I wore, everything that I did, it was so much alignment. It's just amazing. So again, even me going into energy healing, even being on here talking to you about some crystals, I don't know what his deal is. Maybe I think he's attracted to the Labradorite. Let's get with that. Anyway, me doing all that's change. Okay? Totally out of my comfort zone. But here we are. All right, this is Labradorite. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. It is beautiful. This can be, you can have it in your office as a paperweight. It could just be a centerpiece on a small table. Whatever you want. A rock garden, right? But it's absolutely beautiful. Now, where did I get this? I got that beautiful stone. I think so too, Rebecca. I really do. He's lit right now. He's just really, he's turned up. He is. So, what are you doing, sweetie? Where are you going? You just being so curious. So, yes, I got this from Monty Wheeler. Monty Wheeler is the CEO or COE, Chief of Everything, of the Sage Ranch Experience. You can follow her on Facebook and Instagram, the Sage Ranch Experience. And she periodically has crystal sales. And when I tell you I am so addicted, I'm always getting stuff from her. So this is one of the stones I got from her. Now, it's called Labradorite. And in the book, look, it looks a lot like that. right? See the flecks and the colors and the iridescence? It's amazing. I also work with Madi because I know that she gets her products from ethically sourced vendors, okay? She doesn't like going with people that are like for quick fixes and quick bucks and making lots of money off people doing it the wrong way, like slave labor, child labor, things of that nature. She deals with ethically sourced vendors, and that's why I work with her. Also, Madi cleanses, she blesses, and she sets intentions for every single thing that she sends out her door. She does crystals, she does essential oils, she does sage, just a myriad of beautiful spiritual tools that you can elevate your spiritual life with. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Labradorite. I was led to this is the first crystal. If I decide to do this more often, maybe I'll pick a crystal a month or a crystal a week. It'll depend on how much interest you guys have in this, and if you really, if this is something that you feel benefits you. All right, so Labradorite. I hope you guys, I'm going to give you a chance, if you don't already, grab a pen and some paper so that you can take some notes, because I believe whatever is going to be said tonight may actually resonate with you. But the good news is you can also just relax and watch the video and then later go back and watch the replay, okay? Because I'm going to keep it posted in the group. All right, so Labradorite, intuition, creativity, and awakening. And Labradorite was one of the very first stones that I bought when I didn't even know anything about stones. My daughter-in-law, Brittany Kimball, took me to the Kansas City Gem Show. I knew nothing about crystals. I didn't own no crystals. I knew about like turquoise. I'd seen turquoise. I know about opal, pearl, but like I knew about onyx, but like knowing that crystals were a thing, I knew nothing. And I'm like, well, we're going to a crystal show? Like, how do I buy crystals? She said, don't worry about it, Mama. When we get there, the crystals will just speak to you. Like, you'll know, like, you'll see. Like, they'll just call to you and they'll choose you. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. The very first crystal I bought was pyrite. And when I select pyrite to share with you guys, maybe I'll tell my story on that. All right. But hey, Cortina, thank you for watching. All right. So Labradorite, intuition, creativity, and awakening. The color is gray, iridescent. And the chakra deals with the higher crown, the third eye, and the solar plexus. This is Labradorite. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. I hope you can feel the energy. Just because, like, take a moment, embrace the energy. All right, why it's magic? Labradorite is truly a stone of magic used by healers, shamans, and psychics for its ability to enhance psychic gifts and raise spiritual consciousness. Turn this gray stone in your hand and a colorful iridescence will flash. It is a mineral that connects the realms of the seen and the unseen, creating harmony between the physical and spiritual selves. So this would be a very great stone for grounding. It says it is a stone of protection, creating an energetic barrier that deflects negativity and emotionally draining people. If you're feeling exhausted by the daily grind, Labradorite will breathe new life into your existence, enhancing spontaneity, excitement, and adventure. It also sparks fresh ideas in the imagination. It's perfect for creative people stuck in a rut. Healers use Labradorite to promote vision and also to treat respiratory infections or cold symptoms. So the intention that I want to set right now in this moment with Labradorite, especially under the circumstances right now, with the pandemic, we know that the pandemic is mostly creating respiratory infections, cold type symptoms, things of that nature. So I'm sending so much light and love to each and every one of you, your family members, you know, whether vaccinated or not vaccinated, because by now we are seeing that everyone is being impacted by this menace. So it doesn't matter if you're masking, it doesn't matter if you're vaccinated, it doesn't, you know, vaccinated people are having to wear masks, vaccinated people are shedding, vaccinated people are in the hospital, intubated, and they're dying as well as unvaccinated people. So this thing is not, it's not discriminating against anyone. No one is unprotected, okay? Unless you get protected. You feel me? So I'm sending light and love and healing energy to each and every one of you under the sound of my voice. And I'm praying that you embrace the awesome power, first of all, of the Creator who made you, and that your immune system is in its best shape ever, okay? And that you are also led to take care of your bodies more so than you ever. Sorry, my battery's getting low. And there's like taking your vitamins and drinking your water and getting enough sleep and just being wise and doing the things that you know you need to do to stay healthy and safe. All right. So it also says that Labradorite is named after Labrador, an eastern province in Canada where it was found by missionaries in 1770. Though it was referenced before that in Inuit legends, the iridescent colors are caused by the reflection of light from sub-microscopic planes in the mineral. For personal use, you can use it during meditation to enhance your introspective abilities, especially during a time of transition. And we talked about that, the transition. In your home, Labradorite infuses a feeling of newness into a stale environment. And so I'll just kind of flip my camera around so you can see. It's not all set up yet, but I have I've created this space for my kitty cat. So he got his own area. So over there, that's his little scratching post. He's got a little couch and a little tree back there. And then there's a TV in here and my slippers that he likes to chew on. And in the bathroom, he's got his own bathroom. There's a litter box in there. And then I got a little pallet down here. So when I come in here and chill with him and watch TV, I could be in here with him. So I brought this stone in this room because this room used to be a storage area. And when I tell you it was a storage area, I will have to post it before. And when I tell you there was not a space to step foot from the front to the back, from the top to the bottom, it was filled, okay, with just stuff, junk. We had a bed in here. We had shoes, dolls, clothes, anything you can think of, just crap. And I finally called that 1-800-JUNK and had them come out here and get rid of all that stuff. So to remove the staleness of this area and create a newness, I brought Labradorite into Pharaoh Osiris's space. And I'm being honest with you. I kid you not. And I can feel it. I'm drawn to be in here. So it also says for your home. Now for work, it says that it promotes cooperation and agreeability with coworkers. So if you're in a challenging position at work, you know, work is challenging enough as it is sometimes. But when you have to negotiate or come to terms with people and work side by side with people, and, you know, you need things to flow, Labradorite is a very good stone to have with you in the workplace. Now, Labradorite is also available in like jewelry form. You can get a necklace. I had a Labradorite that I actually gifted to one of my clients, Mika Sanders. And it's because of the way that the session went and how I'm always giving shit away, but just the way everything resonated and it was alignment. And I felt led to gift that to her. It was her first time ever having, you know, any type of reading or energy. It was a reading. And again, coming from a Christian background, not even feeling some kind of way, but she just wanted me to be the first person that she encounters. She trusts me, with her spirit. So anyway, that is pretty much it. Like I said, I'm not going to belabor this. I'm not going to keep you guys. And I'll just kind of read through your comments and see what you guys are saying. I'm really grateful for you joining. Thank you, Tessa and Alyssa and Rebecca. And Becca, I'm so glad that Spirit led you here. And I hope that some things were said that definitely resonated with you. You said your Cleo did the same thing. I'll have to go check out your live. I believe this. He is my familiar. So, yeah. And Cortina, thank you also. So, I guess that's it. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming on. I'll show this one more time. This is Labradorite. And if you happen to just now pop on, no worries. You can go back and click replay and watch the replay as we talk about Labradorite. And you get to hear the reading that was given from the Mystic Rebel crystal deck. And the card was Labradorite. And that's about it for this evening. So if you guys like this, let's see what Tessa says. Tessa says, changes and newness. I've been feeling like I've been upgraded. Super tingly third eye. Yes. Well, I don't know if you have any crystals, Tessa, or if you've started working with crystals in meditation. But Labradorite is a very good stone to start with, simply because of the range that it covers. So again, it's intuition, creativity, and awakening. So to people who are just now coming into this, awakening, and understand the awakening is a process. It's not some, oh, I'm awoke. You're going to keep getting woke and getting woke and woke and woke. It's like being born again. You get born again and again and again, from grace to glory. As long as you continue to be coachable and teachable and keep an open heart and an open mind, you will be able to receive new information, and you will be able to continue your journey to spiritual growth, right? No one is above anyone else. We're all on this journey, learning at our own pace. That's the beautiful thing about the universe. The universe is our university, okay? And we will have tests and trials and even tribulations. But those tests are meant to stretch you and to grow you. If you ask for patience, expect to be in traffic. Expect to be in the longest line at the grocery store. Expect your children to get on your nerves because you prayed and asked for patience. How can patience be cultivated if you're not put in situations that will test you, and you have to stretch yourself to calm yourself and become patient? Patience is a virtue. So whatever you pray for, you're going to be challenged in those areas to cultivate that thing that you prayed for. I hope somebody gets it. You can't pray for patience and then get pissed off when these things start to unfold. Just embrace it. Let it happen. Some of us are born with patience, and then some of us are able to even expand on the patience that we have. I have the patience of Job. I tell you, I do. People tell me this all the time, and it has to do with the nature of my work, being a mom, being a single parent, being a big sister, being the oldest mostly among my friends. I just was made like that. And I've been through some things, though, that have tested me to where patience had to be cultivated, to where I thought I was patient, right? But no, this patience that we need, especially in times that we're in today, it needs to be cultivated. So embrace, when you find yourself in tests, trials, and tribulation, don't be getting upset. Ask yourself, what is it that I'm supposed to be learning? What is it that I'm supposed to be getting out of this situation? Because there's something in it for you. All things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. Everything is working together for your good. Everything. I promise. You may not see it in the heat of the moment, but on the other side, there is a silver lining for you. So, Embrace the beautiful intuition, creativity, and awakening power of the Labradorite. If you don't have some, get you some. You can work with Maddie Wheeler at the Sage Ranch Experience. I will tag her in the comments. If you're in the Kansas City area, there is a crystal shop called Aquarius. There is another one called, forgive me, it's something Conjure, but it's in Kansas City as well. In Lee Summit, Missouri, the Blue Heron is there. Maya, hello. How you doing, sweetheart? You have to come back and watch the replay. I was on here showing my beautiful crystal. Hey, look at this. I don't know if you like crystals, but this is a Labradorite. And I was talking about Labradorite tonight. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Thank you so much for hopping on. But yeah, if you find yourself facing trials and tribulations, understand there's a lesson in it for you. Don't get mad. Get mad and sin not. But understand that, hey, you're being stretched for a reason. You're being tested for a reason. Okay, Maya? And it's all to help you. It's for your greatest and highest good. Again, all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So everything is working together for your good. The universe is conspiring to bless you. Okay? So as we begin to get rid of limiting beliefs, stinking thinking with a lack mentality and insecurities and things like that, allowing the ego to live our lives for us, it's time for the goddess to manifest. Okay? It is time for your higher self to come forward and run the show. So with that being said, that is my talk tonight about the healing powers of crystals. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, let me know that you would like me to do more of these, because I got a whole lot of crystals and we can talk about them. Or if you have a crystal you want to pick, and I'll talk about that one. But I won't keep you guys any longer. I don't want the video to be too long, because then people start losing interest. But thank you so much for joining. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed rest of your evening. Bye-bye now. And Pharaoh says bye too. Pharaoh, say goodnight. You gonna say goodnight? I guess not. Bye-bye now.